What is a lead for, or a leash if you're in the US? Most people think a lead is to control your dog. Okay, not the case. I'm a dog behaviorist, personally trained by the dog whisperer Cesar Millan, with over 15 years experience working with breeds of all kinds from one end of Australia to the other. And the first thing you need to know is that the lead for your dog is a connection. It's not a control method, it's a connection. Now, obviously, in most urban places in Australia, you have to have your dog on a lead. So that's why it feels like, oh, I'm controlling my dog. When in fact, you're connecting to your dog. Now, something not everybody realizes is that dogs work on the premise of energy. Dogs don't speak to each other, we blah at each other. Dogs don't do that. Dogs connect to us energetically. So when you have a dog on a lead, you are connected not only energetically, you're connected physically, but it's a connection. It's not a method whereby you control what your dog is doing. Yes, it's an effective tool if you need to do that, but it's not its primary purpose. Now, I'll give you an example of something that happened to me the other day. I was working with a dog that was traumatized till she was about 18 months old. Sweetest dog, cattle dog cross, very beautiful animal, sweet animal. And I was aware that she was going to be, with a lot of love and a lot of care and a lot of leadership, she was going to be fine. So we went on our first walk together. This was only last week, and I was fine. We put her on the lead, and I was walking along with her, explaining to the humans, and this is how we do it. And what I noticed is I suddenly noticed my breathing, instead of coming from the base of the lungs, which is where it needs to come from when you calm, I was breathing up here. I was like, oh, Jesus, that feels weird. There's something wrong with my breath. And then I realized it was that sensation of panic. And what was happening was that the connection was going one way only. I was connecting and picking up the trauma and the fundamental sort of cellular pain and anxiety that this dog had experienced in the past, even though her life right now is beautiful and perfect with lovely owners. So I handed her off to the owners, and I dropped back a little bit, and within a minute my breathing was back to normal and everything was fine. So my bodily experience of this lead being the connection energetically between the human and the dog is very, very real. And if you start thinking of when you've got your dog on the lead as a connection to your dog, then it's not so much about you being the boss of the dog and you telling it what to do. It's more like, here we are walking together, connected physically as well as emotionally, and that connection it's up to you as the human to make that connection calm, peaceful, protected for your dog. Now, I was aware that when my breathing went all funny and panicky, I couldn't do that for her. So that's why I handed her over to her owners, who were much more calm than I was in that moment. So it's just a tip. Just think about the lead as something that is not about control. It's about emotional, psychic, love, connection. Thank you for your attention to this matter. See you next time. Oh, by the way, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I'd be really grateful if you would like and subscribe. And see you next time. Any questions at any time, message me, whatever, comment questions in the comments, and I'll get back to you with some freebie advice. And who doesn't like a freebie?